Say what's up. There's a lot of people up in this joint coming in.
Word. That's what's up. I'm here, son. We out here.
Word
we
up.
out here, son. What's up, Joe?
Yo, to everyone tuning in, this is Fresh Convo Season 2. Today we got Kev Brown. Kev Brown on these streets.
Peace, everybody. I'm driving, holding the phone, driving illegal. I'm about to park right now.
All right. Well, as soon as you park, we'll start the we can start the interview. Just don't,
Word up.
just park safely.
I'm here. You know what I mean? We got the whip in the whip.
Whip in the whip.
All
right.
Mad unprofessional. I'm sorry.
Peace, everybody. Welcome to Fresh Convo Season 2. I'm Joe Villa, a.k.a. Joey Too Fresh. This is Kev Brown. He's about to park.
Hey.
And we're about to get this interview on.
I'm from Palmer Park. Parking. See, I'm in the space. You know what I mean? I'm not driving dirty no more.
Outside, live outside.
Word up. I'm out here. Live and direct.
Live and direct.
1, 2, check. You can hear me and everything, right?
Yeah. See you too.
Okay, I'm getting out the car.
Park at home, live from the parking lot.
I'm out here, son.
Where you coming from?
Just coming from a man's house. It ain't too much to go to right now.
Right.
It's coronavirus. So just running errands and stuff. You know what I mean? Just simple stuff. Slim Cat coming over later. You know what I mean? Shout out to Slim Cat.
Word up. He's up in this joint right now.
Word. I'm just on the porch now. This is a better. Can you hear me? Is it ever okay?
Yeah, I can hear you. Definitely.
Yeah.
All right. So this is Fresh Convos once again with Kev Brown. We're gonna start. So every Fresh Convos we start off with the first question. Tell the people where you're from.
I am from a place they call Palmer Park, Landover, Maryland. It's a place, it's in Maryland, Prince George's County. The Middle East, as you could say, in the middle of the state on the East Coast.
That's how you would describe where you at? Landover, you said? Landover, Maryland?
Landover. I'm from Landover, Landover Mall. Capitol Center, and all that good stuff.
Word.
This is a place nobody really knows. I can't really describe it that well because it ain't like New York. You can't just say New York and catch it like, oh, New York. Okay. The city, and okay, where you from? Brooklyn or something? You know what I mean? Like, it ain't. If I say I'm from PG County, most people is like, what's that? You know what I mean? So the people from around here, the people from around here know. So
right, definitely.
You know what I mean?
But there's like artists from around that area, right?
Oh, most definitely. Martin Lawrence is from Landover, Maryland, like specifically. You know what I mean? And Sugar Ray Leonard. You know what I mean? From Palmer Park.
People definitely need to know that. That's dope.
Dave Chappelle is from Silver Spring. You know what I mean?
Right.
My bad, his car's going by. I'm walking around now and stuff.
Now, when people say PG County, they do need to respect it like someone saying they're from Brooklyn. You know what I'm saying?
They should.
Definitely, it's like definitely a part of the DMV that people really need to know about. And of course, you have artists like yourself from that area. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Representing that area. So
No doubt.
let's start from the beginning. What was the very first hip hop song you heard?
The very first, I got this question. The first, I can't really. I probably, Rapper's Delight or like, you know, something like that. Probably. I don't know exactly, but it's
Okay.
probably Rapper's Delight. You know what I mean? You had a cookout and Rapper's Delight come on. Stuff like that. You're a little kid.
Right.
Probably
Um,
that's the
okay,
most commercial song that was rap that was out when I was a little kid.
right. But was it the song that inspired you to start making music? What was like
No,
what kind of music were you into when you started, like, let's say, like, they started doing beats and
as
stuff
a
like
kid.
that, or wanted to get into rhymes?
Well, I inherited my parents' record collection, I guess you could say. So I had music all around. My mother plays piano, and my father played guitar. It was, music was all around. So it was just coming up.
Right.
Jackson 5 Christmas every Christmas, like stuff like that. Nat King Cole record every Christmas. You know what I mean? Certain stuff was just, and church every Sunday. So that's music all around right there. Um, and then my brother played instrument. He played the keys. He played saxophone in high school. My sister played violin, and
Wow.
just being around, you know, around family that played, and then just growing up, it's just all around you. I can't really say what pinpointed my brother growing up. I had older siblings, so they would get, my brother. I remember my brother he would get the EPMD joint, or he would get um, Pete Rock and CL Smooth first, the single. You know what I mean, when it's on a cassette tape, and Run
Right.
DMC, of course, Run DMC. You know what I mean, back, going back further, Houdini, Jazzy Jeff and the Fresh Prince. You know what I mean, all that
Yeah,
stuff.
yeah.
Um,
So
all
that
that stuff.
era, that, like, that's
Yeah,
fair
yeah.
enough to say, that era. Now,
Yeah,
you
along
said you
with
were
all of the music from my parents and old
oh,
records and stuff mixed in with the new stuff.
right. Now you said you were with a family that grew up into music. Did you play an instrument yourself? Did you
I
learn
ain't
how to
play
play
any
an instrument?
instrument.
Hmm?
I didn't play any no instruments at all. No instruments. I ain't learned how to play no. It's the my mom's side, it's the piano in the living room. We grew
Right.
up with a piano in the house, but I still never, I never got into it, until hip hop came along. That was it.
Right. What was the first beat machine you used?
First beat machine. Um, well, the first real beat machine I used was a Kai. I guess it was a Kai S20. But before that, it was the you know
Hmm.
pause mix with the cassettes and stuff, and
Yeah.
the big Gemini.
Well,
You
you
ever had a
can.
Gemini
Fair
joint
enough.
with the?
You could say those are instruments that you used.
Yeah, yeah,
Not like,
definitely.
well, they are
It was a
literally.
science.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it was definitely a science to making, pause mix with like the cassette deck is a science to not making it have the click sound in it when you do the pause, like when you know what I mean? You basically looping, you know what I mean? But you doing it in a primitive kind of way. Um, but there's a trick how to get it to not click when when the loop come back around.
Right.
Um, other than that, it was, the big Gemini, the Gemini joint. You ever had that with the big circle sample button on it?
The Bigs, I've seen it, but I never had
Yeah,
a.
the Gemini joints.
Right.
And then, with the tape deck, you can overdub with the tape deck. I'm gonna do the drums on this pass, and then you can only like hit the button. It ain't like drum pads or nothing. So
Mm-hmm.
You just gotta like do a loop, overdub, and there's mad hiss in your cassette tape from the overdubbing. So that's back. But like later, I got the Akai S20, and that's a little step up. It's like my Fisher Price, my first MPC. You know what I mean? So it's like they got the little plastic buttons on it.
Right.
And I could. It's got a 4-track sequencer, but it's not really. It's no Quantas or. You know what I mean? No, there's no frills involved with it. And then after that, it was the MPC after that. So
Word.
I was in the game with the MPC because I had all this previous equipment was like a practice. You know what I mean? So when I got some real equipment, it blew my mind because I was like, what? I can do stuff that I always wanted to do with this one piece of equipment. And it was a lot easier than the older beat machines.
Right. So were you self-taught when you got these equipments?
Equipments. Yeah, reading the book, there was no YouTube and stuff back then. So, reading the book was a big thing. And if you know somebody that had one, that was a plus. You know what I mean? Like if you had a friend that had the same beat machine, you could call and trade tips. Because it wasn't YouTube wasn't around. So if you didn't read the book, or some people just open the box up and just get busy. But for me, I was like, I don't know what's going on. I got to read this book. You know what I mean?
Yeah. That's dope. That's real dope, man.
But also I had my man Ken Wood, he had the 2000. You know what I mean? So I had the XL. So once I got the 2000 XL, we started like trading. So, yo, we can do this? Oh, I didn't know. You know what I mean? There's a lot of tricks and stuff passing between cats,
Right. Nah, that's the best way. Before YouTube, you said.
Yeah.
Now you can go on YouTube and learn everything.
Oh yeah, it's a new day now. Like the new beat machines, whatever new beat machine I get, that was immediate. I don't even look at the book no more. I just go on YouTube,
right,
and look at a tutorial and see somebody in real time just doing it. So that's for a cat that had,
right.
from a book. I'll definitely take the video over reading the book because you can read the book and you're like, you can read it, but it's like, what do you mean? You know what I mean? But when you see somebody actually do it, it's like, oh, okay. So that helps a lot.
Right. No, that's interesting, yo. So we spoke to Watusi on Fresh Convos, and he mentioned that when he was Dave the Hip Hop Junkie, you guys linked up and did music together.
Yeah.
How did you guys meet?
We met at an open mic. Me and Dave met at an open mic. The Revolutionary Cafe in Capitol Heights, Maryland, Central Avenue.
Wow.
You know what I mean? It was a dope, just back in the 90s. You know what I mean? Back in the late 90s. Cats was young. You know what I mean? It was an open mic on Central Avenue. I don't know how I caught wind of the open mic on Central. For me to say it's an open mic on Central Avenue, even for me to say that now, Cats is like, what? Where? You know what I mean? Like, where was the open mic at on Central Avenue? You know what I mean? I don't even remember how I came across it. But shout out to Bruce Odoms. I still know him to this day. He do movies, and he was the sound man. He throw events and stuff, you know what I mean? And that was a popping joint, Revolutionary Cafe.
It was a lot of MCs and people that went
there. It was a lot of cats from around here. Like, a lot of cats, like, it's cats that, if I say the names, you're not gonna know who it is. But like, you had to been there. You know what I mean? So,
right.
But Cy Young, I met Cy Young there. I met Dave, of course, I met Dave. Dave used to come and freestyle. You know, Dave was rapidy rap. You know what I mean? And Dave was friends with Sean Bourne. You know what I
Right.
mean? And so they all went to high school together. Odyssey. I'm older, so like they all went to high school together. Um, and you know, the ball started rolling from there. You know,
That's dope. So
but
you
yeah,
got, I mean, there was a
Dave was
community
killing
of
it though.
MCs that were there at that time,
Yeah,
which is what's up.
Dave was killing it on the freestyle tip. Dave was out here killing it. You know what I mean? Him and Sean had a group.
Yeah,
Him and
yeah.
Sean Boone was a group. Was it Moonshine? I think it
Moonshine.
was called Moonshine.
Yep.
I think you go online and hear some stuff. I think
Right.
Dave got, you know, he independent and stuff. He be hustling
Yeah,
even back
yeah.
then. Like, he had joints out. Y'all know Dave. Dave would show up dressed like Mum Ra on you, like,
Right.
what up? You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
and it's a
his
regular
name is
thing. At this
Watusi
point,
now, but
it'll blow everybody else's mind, but to everybody, to people that know him, like, what's up, Dave? You know what I mean? They literally have a mummy. You know what I mean? The mummy. I was in Canada one time. This dude had the mummy outfit on in Canada. Like, just seeing Dave, like, you know what I mean? Like, Dave, like, you know, it's Dave.
right.
Who else gonna be out here dressed up like a mummy rapping and shit?
Nah, that's dope. He still does till this day. He does. He still
Yeah,
does till this day,
yeah,
man.
yeah. Back when I first met him, he wasn't on that. I mean, he was always on that mentally, but he wasn't expressing it like, you know what I mean, full-fledged Egyptian joints out here.
Right, right, right.
So like, yeah, he's doing the full expression of his joints. You know what I mean?
How is recording with him?
It was cool, man. That was the early days, so that was like 4-track and
Right.
S20 and the 4-track. So that was like a learning process, you know, for everybody. I think at that point because we was all young and
Right.
just doing it. That was the first time I had somebody come through on some free, you know, on some a rapper come over and do joints. You know what I mean?
Yo, you said Mumra. That's so funny.
Yo, that's real. Like
No, but I
I
do get
grew
it.
up
I
in the
do get
'80s,
it.
so my references is all pop culture.
Right.
You know what I mean? From my era.
Yo, let's talk about the origin of Low Budget. How did that
Well,
come together?
that's that's the same kind of like the segue from the question before, because it's like meeting cats at open mics and stuff like that, various events and stuff. That's where the crew kind of came. I always called my stuff low budget productions,
Okay.
because it was like, as you can hear, the stuff was low budget back in the day. It was out of necessity. So that stuck. The name just stuck. And then once I met Cy Young, that was like the whoa. All right, Cy Young was super tight. You know what I mean? And at the open mic, he kicked the rhyme with no beat, and it was still tighter than everybody else that night that had beats or whatever. You know what I mean? So I got his info that night, and we started, just being friends and stuff, like working on stuff. And that was the beginning of. He started shouting out low budget, like low beat, low budget. You know what I mean? On joints, and that's where what I mean. It just kind of.
So,
All right, they're coming to get you. All right,
so
I hear them.
Brooklyn. That's what happens in Brooklyn.
BK all day. Word.
Yeah. So
But yeah,
who's
that
part
was like,
of? Can you name all the members of Low Budget?
damn.
Yeah.
Let's see. Cy Young, Ken Starr, Camber, Roddy Rod, IQ, DJ Martial Law, the rappers that go with DJ Martial Law, Critically Acclaimed, That's Caliber and Quartermain. Um, it's extended members. I don't know if I'm you know what I mean. It's Hassan Mackey from Rochester. Um, I said Camber, right? Did I say Camber?
Yeah, you did.
Um,
You did. Wow. Like, yo,
what
it's
else?
almost like
I'm trying to think of somebody. It's more people. It's extended members. It's cats like YU and um, Grap Lover, and it's like a Wu
right.
Tang Clan. Then you got like Capadonna and Killer Army and all these other people. So it's like
Yeah, I was
you know,
about to say it sounded like you guys got a Wu Tang going on there.
yeah. I thought I said Sean Bourne, right? I might have left him out.
Yeah,
Sean
yeah.
Bourne. Um, I'm repeating people now, but Odyssey. I said Odyssey, right? I'm all right. I'm old, so I done started
Nah,
repeating.
that's you got some heavy hitters, yo. You got a lot of heavy hitters on that in that crew.
Yeah, a lot of talented cats is talented, man. Early, cats is
Right.
talented. I met cats early in the game. Uh, Cats was doing it. Well, Sean Bourne, everybody was kind of doing their thing, when I met them, and
That's real
you
dope.
know,
So all of them you met through like this open mic,
not all of
basically.
them. Not all of them, but like a lot of the early ones, like
Right.
Cy Young. I definitely Cy Young,
Hmm.
Dave. Dave not really low budget crew, but you could call him that. You know what I mean? Because he is his family, so it's like you know. I was. It's it runs deep. I can't even call it.
Right, right, right. Nah, that's dope.
I'm leaving somebody out, and somebody gonna be mad. But I'm sorry because I'm old and I forgot.
It's all right. Yeah, that's like me naming all the amphibians. Like,
Yeah, yeah. I found a new amphibian every other day. Like, oh, he was down with them too. Damn.
Yeah, right. All the affiliates, all the the
Right.
cousins and whatever. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I feel that. That's dope. Are you guys gonna I mean is there any plan on you guys doing stuff in the future?
I mean, you never know. It's projects in the can that's just
Right.
not out yet. Um, so we'll see. You never say never. Uh, right now I'm on the Dolo mission right now, just putting out as much stuff as I can. I did the crew thing for a while, so it's like how the crews are. You was in the crew, Joe
Right.
know what's going on. So it's like ups and downs. You know what I mean? So, um, meanwhile through it all, I'm still doing it. But
Right,
like low
right.
budget crew, classic joints. Like it's the catalog is a lot of good joints. You know what I mean?
Nah,
Classic
really.
joints and fun times. Going on tour sometimes and shows and stuff and recording music. Good times. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right. So for y'all that don't or haven't heard of low budget, please do your research. Check them out. For real. Real dope. Real dope. Real dope crew, I must
Cat's
say.
still doing joints. Miss Cat's out.
Right.
Cat's out here doing it.
That's what's up.
Mhm.
Yo, you were featured on two BBE's projects. Um,
Yeah.
so how did that
It's
happen?
funny
You
when we
connected
when
with
we talk
Jazzy Jeff and Marl.
right when we talked the other day. I actually I went and wrote down. I tried to remember all the record labels I work with, and I was like writing down labels like who did I work with, and it would be late at night, and I would think of one like, dag, I gotta write that down. Um, but yeah, the BBE stuff that happened. That was early in the game. I sent off. At the same time, I had, Grab Lover was real instrumental in the beginning of things because he would be like, "Yo, so and so want to hear some stuff." So I would make a CD. This one time, I made a CD, and you know what I mean, and send it off on some like, "Yo, Grab told me to send you some stuff" type stuff. Like not even on some like, is it good? I wasn't even on that. It was just like, all right, Grab, you know. In one instance, Grab was like, yo, I'm not going to send them no stuff. You send them some stuff. On some like, all right, well, and I put on the CD, Grab told me to send you some joints. Like, you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
but from a lot of that stuff happened. You know what I mean? So like a lot of that, the Jazzy Jeff stuff cracked off, which was BBE. And I did a song with Grab called What Ruling Means. And we just did it. I did it on the 4-track, mom's house, you know what I mean? Cracking. And next thing you know, Marley Marl, long story short, Marley Marl wanted that for his joint. People think he did scratches, but he ain't do the scratches. That's Ken Wood doing the scratches. You know what I mean? That shit was recorded at my mom's house in Palmer Park on the 4-track. Like, you know what I mean? Handheld mics. And that's the way it was recorded is the way it is on the record. It's crazy when I think about that right now. This is off a 4-track. It's off of did it at home. So that was the beginning of the BBE stuff. And, you know, it was just good timing. They was doing the beat
That's real
something.
dope.
I forgot what the name of it was called. The Beat Generation. They was doing the Beat Generation joints.
Right.
And it was a
Nah,
series. They had Jay Dilla, all of them, you know what I mean? And Jazzy Jeff had one, and Marley Marl had one. And, you know, I was a part of those, you know what I mean? Part of those joints. Jazzy Jeff, at the time, he was looking for cats to do joints. He was revamping the Touch of Jazz joint. So
right.
he was looking for new producers. So right timing for that, boom. And ended up doing some stuff with, you know, on the Magnificent joint. And then between that, Jazzy Jeff is super famous, so he had cats coming through the studio, De La Soul, Biz Markie and stuff.
Right.
When Dwelle was working on his first album, the album that came out on a label, because he had his own stuff, independent. But like his label stuff, he had came through. I remember kicking it, you know what I mean? We went out partying, and Jill Scott, you know, Jeff is responsible for Jill Scott. So,
Yeah, definitely.
you know what I mean? I had made she would come through sometimes. I seen her working on her second album. I was trying to get some tracks on there. I didn't get no tracks, but it's all good. And
yeah, they need to, like I said before, they need to do a BBE with you, yo, for real.
yeah, but if they would have, I feel like we talked the other day. It's probably I was young in the game, so nobody knew who I was. So it was like,
right.
You can't have Pete Rock, Jay Dilla, and then some unknown dude. Who's that? You know what I mean? Like, because you got Questlove and other people out here that could do a joint. You know what I mean? Like I think it was a list of people they had to
Right.
do joints, and I would definitely wasn't on that list because I was a new jack. I was a new jack in the game. So.
Nah, but it was definitely heard.
Oh yeah! Shout out to Jeff. Big shout out
definitely made a lot of noise.
Yeah, big shout out to Jazzy Jeff because. You know what I mean? A lot of people think I didn't get paid or it was a ghost joint,
Right.
but the credits, if you find the credits, because the era we live in, a lot of people didn't have the credit, but like, I got paid and everything. Like it was, that particular situation was all good. Like I got paid and, you know what I mean? I got credit on the album. My joints is on, if you read the credits, it's there.
Right. Definitely.
But a lot of people was like, yo, that's foul, Jazzy Jeff. I never said that. Like I don't understand where that come from. I don't know. I never said, yo, Jeff fronted on the Magnificent money. Like I never said that.
Yo. Nah,
it might be other stuff that happened but it ain't like, you know what I mean? That ain't Magnificent. This shit was cracking. I was out here like, what? I'm getting paid to do beats. I'm out here.
Right. Definitely. Now your sound is heavily baseline oriented. Like, you got real deep bass lines, I must say. Where does that come from? Like people think you play bass. on your
Yeah,
track. Do
like
you or
nah, I don't play bass at all. I don't know how to play any like real joints, like real instruments. Um, but yeah, I don't know where it just came from. Like I said earlier, maybe just in the musical family, listening to music,
right?
just loving music. Not even before I was making music, just listening to music. And then I guess by the time I got some equipment to do it, all that stuff came out, I guess.
Right.
People would tell me my bass lines was crazy, like early on, like even before I had a record out, people was like, hold on, how you doing? You know what I mean? Like it stood out. But it's not something that I ever really super paid attention to. You know what I mean? Like it just was like, I feel like when I upgraded my equipment, it freed me up to do more stuff, and I kind of
Right.
went wild. You know what I mean? I went wild with the stuff
That
subconsciously, where other people noticed it. Like, yo, this nigga over here doing some other shit. You know what I mean? Like, but I was over here like just happy to have, because it was stuff I couldn't do before that I could do. You know, with the old beat
right.
machine, you had to, like, if it was a bass tone, boo, I had to detune it so it's like, boo, you know what I mean? And then it took up memory to copy that sound to the next drum pad. Each time you copy that sound, it took up memory. Where with the MPC, you can sample one sound and put it in a scale, and it doesn't take up the memory. You know what I mean?
See.
Like that alone was like, you know what I mean? Like hold up, I can, and then it give you the scale. So picture me trying to make a bass line on the old beat machine where there is no scale, and I'm just taking the bass note, tune it, copy that bass note, tune it, copy that bass note, tune it, just so I could be like boo boo boo. You know what I mean? Just to
Right.
do any type of melody. So now, you know, the gate is open once I got the new beat, the new technology. So
Nah, that's
that's I
nuts,
guess that's
man.
what happened. You know what I mean?
I mean, someone can probably just give you a bass and you probably know what to do. No, I'm just kidding.
I wish.
What
I
it
wish I
is.
was like Prince out this joint, like boo 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 boo. You know what I mean? I could use that. I could use
Right.
that today.
That's dope. That's real dope. So you worked with different various artists, from hip hop to R&B. Can you name some off the top
Yeah.
R&B artists that you worked with?
R&B, Raheem Devon, first joint, probably he was on Jive Records and stuff. Um, Bilal Salam, well, the Crossroads, I work with all of that's the same. That's Del Bell and Raheem. Bilal Salam, Wayna, you know what I mean? Salute.
Word.
Um, who else? Green Tea. I worked with a lot of local cats do Green Tea. Um, what else? R&B joint. Well, I worked on a lot of stuff. Yeah, Jasmine Sullivan, the people helping me out. Appreciate y'all. When I was at Touch of Jazz, I worked, I did some, you can go to the Bandcamp joint and check out the Soul of Kev Brown joint. And
Right.
that's like a lot of joints I was working on that never came out at Touch of Jazz. Tanzania Latif, my man Valvin Roan. Um, it's joints that, I want to delve a little more into the R&B. But it seemed like everybody just loved the hip hop stuff. But people could sing over my beats. Eric Roberson, thank y'all. Cause I'm messing up. I'm slacking. You might as well do an interview with the comments because they answering better than I am.
No, those are true fans, yo. They know.
Word
You know
up.
what I'm saying?
Big respect. Appreciate that.
Word up. Um, what are your thoughts of the music that's coming out now from the DMV?
Um. Oh, Cats is doing it. I'm not super plugged in, you know, with everybody, but it's Cats getting it in. So if you're doing it, keep on doing it. You know what I mean? If you're young in it, doing it, just start it, keep doing it, because it's easy
Right.
when you're young, but when you get older, try that. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? So just keep doing it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it gets a little harder. Like, that's true. Very true, man.
Word.
What's your favorite song off I Do What I Do album?
Dak. Do what I do joint. Dak. I don't know if I can narrow it down. I don't know. Like when I put out I Do What I Do, I was listening to that joint like it was somebody else. You know what I mean? Like I was riding around in the car with that joint for months. Like, yeah. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so I mean that whole joint is tight. I like,
Right.
it was tight
No,
work.
it's
That
fair
was
enough to say. You can say the whole
when I
thing.
think about that album, yeah, when I think about that album, I'm so much older now that it's just nostalgia. It's
Right.
like everything was tight. It was all good. You know what I mean? Like, cause I was mad younger. I was like 24, something like that, 23. So I was in the game. It was all about the music, mixing the songs, taking extra time, just mixing the joints. Go to the car. Like, do it sound good in the car? Let me go back to hold on. Burning CDs, you know what I mean? That was back. Now you can make an MP3, go to the car, listen to it on the Bluetooth.
Right.
But back then you had to burn a whole CD with like one song on it and go to the car. Like, let me see how this song sound. Hold up, the bass too loud. Let me go back, burn another CD, go back, you know what I mean? Come back to the car. Like, all right, that's tight. You know what I mean? Like, it was just really, that type of zone back then, just because I was the first album.
Right.
And, you know what I mean? You just wanted to be right. Like, you know what I mean? Your hand is like this. You know what I mean? Trying to get it right the whole time. You know what I mean?
Word. No, that's real, man. That's real dope.
Word.
That's glad. What inspired you to do the Brown album?
Brown album. That was Peter Rosenberg, Quartermain. They was in my ear like, yo, you know what I mean? Like, do that joint. Because it was, Peter Rosenberg had the PMD, as we call him.
Right.
He had the acapellas for the Brown album. I mean, for the Black album, he had the acapellas. Like, he was a DJ. Cats back in the day, college circuit, cats would get stuff before everybody. You know what I mean? So he had the real vinyl of the acapellas, and he was like, "Yo, if we do this, it'll be out. Everybody about to remix it. If you do it now, you know what I mean? You'd be the first one." And that's why, I tried to hurry up and do it. You know what I mean? So I took 7 days and did it, and I didn't do the whole album. If you notice, I didn't do the whole album. The songs that was hard to me, I skipped them joints. I was like, I ain't doing that joint. You know what I mean? The stuff I couldn't line up the joints, or it was a melody I couldn't get into.
Right.
Forget that. I'm gonna just do the joints. Just do the joints I can. And that's the way it came out. And it was a good look because that was a big deal. I didn't realize how much of a big deal it was till later. Like, it was, people know more about that than I Do What I Do, probably. Because it seemed like that buzz. People thought I Do What I Do was my album. You know what I mean? Like, at a certain point, because they would get it mixed up. You know what I mean?
Yo,
because it was a big, I had people like, yo, I'll be working out to that Brown album. I'm like, yo, what? You know what I mean? Because Quartermain was hustling that joint. He was at the record exchange. You know what I mean? He used to work at the record store. He was hustling. You know what I mean? Selling joints out the store. It was going down. It was real.
So you didn't know that was happening?
Nah, because I was probably like back in Philly or something, or you know what I mean? Like, I was back and forth. So I was kind of like not really, you know what I mean? I was probably like doing the next thing or whatever. But I know it was a big deal because I remember back in the day, hip hop site. Oh, it's dark right here. Hold up.
Right.
Hip hop site. I remember like they had the banner, like when you go to the hip hop site joint, Jay-Z with the Kev Brown, you know what I mean? Like with the Kev Brown logo on his hat. I was like, yo! It's crazy. That was crazy.
Nah, that's dope. So they did get to hear it.
Oh, Jay-Z? I don't know, I think the rumor is that, cats heard it, but I never got a phone call from Jay-Z or nothing like, hey, Kev, I heard the joint. Here's a Rockefeller chain. Like, I never, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing. People thought I worked with Jay-Z for real. When I went to Brazil, people would introduce me like, yo, he worked with Jay-Z. I was like, hold on. Stop fighting it. Hold on.
Because of that album. Because of that Brown album.
Yeah, people thought I was, you know what I mean? People thought I had never met him.
That's dope, though. That's real dope. Let's talk about Busta Rhymes. How did you connect with Busta Rhymes?
Busta Rhymes, that was Pete when Peter Rosenberg first started working at Hot 97. You know what I mean? That was like, I think, one of the first people that he let some people hear beats. You know what I mean? Or he played something on the radio. I think he played something from the, speaking of the Brown album, he played something from the Brown album, I think, on the radio. Okay. And I think that was the first time, you know what I mean? He heard the joints. And then, I sent him some beats. This was 1,000 years ago. I sent him some beats, and, we've been trying to make something happen ever since. That was like 10 years ago. So it's the big fish take a long time than the usual, you know what I mean? At least for me it is. It's hard to get like the big artists. There's a lot of hurdles and obstacles, and samples got to be cleared, and problems and stuff. So, but it's a blessing though, and hopefully y'all get to hear, what Cat's been working on, and working very hard on, I might say.
Actually, let's talk about the song. There's a song. Okay, so Busta Rhymes was on IG the other night. Just presenting his 25th anniversary of the Coming. Right. And he actually played a joint. Okay, bro. He played your joint on there.
Yeah. That was unexpected.
You want to elaborate on that song that he played?
Not too much. I don't want to elaborate on it too much because it's still in the works. But that was a great thing, It's basically like, he letting cats know, you know what I mean? Like, I'm ready to do this, son. It's a lot of layers with that song. So, like I said, it's hurdles. I don't want to mess up the perception.
Right.
So it's a lot of hurdles. It ain't just like, yo, I sent him a beat and now I'm on something. Like it ain't like that. Like it's a lot of work that goes into it.
Yeah, you know what I mean? So, well, hopefully people whoever heard it during that time got a treat to hear it. But if you hear the full project, then when it comes out, definitely.
Yeah, it'll be a great thing to actually have a high quality, you know what I mean, copy of the joint for people to hear for real. Yeah. Instead of just being like, I'll work with them, and then it's a bootleg or something or a leak joint. Like it would be great to have an official joint.
Right, an official. Nah, true indeed. That's dope. But what he played was really dope. Like his.
Oh yeah, I like the joint. You know what I mean? Don't get me wrong. That joint
I was just thinking, wow, Busta Rhymes on the Kev Brown beat. That was just like blew my mind, man. Just the way he like delivered on that. That joint,
would be fantastic. Let's all keep hope alive. We're still working on it. You know what I mean? So still working on it. Working on it. You know what I mean?
Your latest release is with Jay Cyanide. Straight from the Pack?
Straight from the Pack.
Let's talk about the music video you got out.
Shout out to Creative 71. Word up, my man Kev Nice. And shout out to Vicky sneak shot for photography for doing the cover.
Right.
And but yeah, Creative 71. That's Kev Nice doing the videos. You know what I mean? He got the Hype Williams zone, son. We in here.
Nah, those videos are dope. I like
Thanks.
the Orange Julius joint.
Thanks, man. We tried to really, I hope people can tell that we really worked hard on this stuff. And even with the Orange Julius, it was like, yo, we gotta, if we gotta make a video, it gotta be dope. And try to have the Orange Julius in the video. And shout out to Sophia. I went to the grocery store and got ingredients, and Sophia made, Orange Julius. I went and bought cups. It's not real Orange Julius,
right?
Because Orange Julius is hard to find. But I printed the stickers out and put them on the cups. You know what I mean? And make it look real.
That's what's up. Yo, so whoever hasn't seen those videos, check it out on YouTube. It's out, and plus check that album out. It's definitely dope.
Word up. And the vinyl is sold out. The vinyl is sold out, but the vinyl Fat Beats is making some more. You know what I mean? So
word.
It might be some special stuff.
Gotta cop that on vinyl then, definitely.
Yeah, it might be some special you know what I mean, Marvel cutscenes to go with that.
Oh, there you go. You heard it here first. There's a lot of untold history in DC hip hop. From your experience, what would you like to see told?
Yo, I want to see more. I need to see documentaries about like U Street. You know what I mean? Like my bad, it's dark. I'm about to go in the house. It's like State of the Union, like spots like that, Republic Gardens, Bar None, Kaffa House. You know what I mean? It's more places that, because I came on the scene later, so I don't know all of the, like, it's like right when I got on the scene, like clubs started closing down. You know what I mean? Like, it's like State of the Union. It was like 2 shows. I had 2 shows at State of the Union. And after that, like, they closed down. Or like, even like Bar None. Well, it's called, I don't know if it's still there. You know what I mean? I don't even know. But it was called Bar None. They call it Pure Lounge now. But if it's still there, I don't know. But it used to be Bar None. And it used to be cracking, open mics and shows and stuff there. Bohemian Cavern. Like, you know what I mean? It would be dope to hear the stories about
those places.
How those things came to be, because it was a hip hop era down here before, the way people see it now. It was the same way New York had hip hop, and we used to go to the Fever, or we used to go to Latin Quarter or whatever. Like, we got those stories too. You know what I mean?
Right, definitely.
But those stories aren't told. You know what I mean?
Interesting that you say that. Yeah, definitely. U Street was a Black Broadway, for example. It's a lot of
it was a real joint. It was a happening time around that time. You know what I mean? It was an era,
Right, definitely. I think where we come from, it's like, so there was Kaffa House. We were blessed with Diala at one time. We got to do our thing there, and it was just a time that you can just go to U Street and just, there's a lot of things from like poetry to like, a lot of open mics. You're right. I mean, I don't know if it's like that anymore. I'll come to find out when I move July, but it's just like,
No, it's not really like that. I mean,
yeah, man.
You probably have to talk to the kids now to see what the new places are.
Right.
But those places are gone. You know what I mean? Like, so.
Yeah. I mean, I would expect the newer generation to be doing something, and I was hoping to, like, to see if they're
Yeah,
doing
they.
it
I think
better.
they got their own movement out here. Dang, it got dark again. I'm gonna go back outside. Let me see. They got their own movements and stuff, or their own spots that they perform at, and it's a regular thing for them now.
Right.
Um, so you know what I mean. Let them have that. You know what I mean.
Yeah,
That's
definitely.
that's, that's what we had. So hopefully they taking that and growing with it. And we live in a new era now. You don't have to be live no more. You can be live on like we are right now. You know what I
Right,
mean?
right,
So,
right. Yeah,
it's a different world.
it's crazy. It's a new thing that we have to get used to. You got D
Yeah.
Nice like DJing on IG. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? But
Yeah.
giving
And
him a
it
lot
looks
of
like he got a,
more opportunities.
yeah. Now see, you seen him in the commercial?
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy, man. It's like it's a crazy time. But I mean, hopefully we get back to a time where, I mean, I guess that we get to perform at places.
Yeah. Yeah. I know when cats start performing again, it's probably going to be crazy. It's going to be like, you know, cats going to be like, A, B, C, D. You know what I mean? Because ain't nobody been nowhere so long. You know what I mean?
Word, word. Like, yeah. Do you
Nobody,
miss
nobody.
performing?
I can't even front. Like, not really. I can't even front. I can't even front. Like, I can't even front. Like, I don't, like the travel part of performing is whack. I don't like traveling. You know
Okay.
what I mean? Buses and trains and planes and stuff. So, um, you know, if the money is good, I'm down. But every time I go on tour, I'll be like, I ain't doing that no more. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like, be like, I need more money next time. You know what I mean? Like, because it's a lot of work, and you got to know. You know what I mean? It's a lot of work, man. It's a lot of
Right.
traveling.
Nah, I get it. The
It's
traveling
fun.
between
Don't get me
places.
wrong. I feel very blessed to be able to do that. But it's like if I like for real, if I do it again, it gotta be dope. It gotta be more money. It gotta be more
Right,
better
right.
accommodations. And I'm 45. I can't be out here living the rap life. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? On some chitlin circuit type stuff. I can't do that. You know what I mean?
Nah, that's real. That's real, fam. That's real, man. That's that's real. I can get it. So,
But
like,
yes, I mean it is performing is dope. You know what I mean?
right.
Performing is dope because it's sometimes when it's I can't say that's bad, but like I'm not like it's not like I had 1,000 shows lined up before COVID. So it's like but like even before COVID, like 2019, I ain't had no shows. So it was like COVID hit and it was like, nigga, I'm home anyway. Like you know what I mean? Like, so it was just more working at home, more chance to
Right,
be a studio musician, you know what I mean? Like, and to actually make music, you know what I mean? So when
right.
you actually do shows, you got some new stuff to perform, to make people anticipate you when you actually do come back.
It's a different. Oh, I guess it's a different feel. Like, a show, you're doing it for like a crowd. You know what I'm saying? Whatever a hip hop crowd is nowadays, but you know what I'm saying. Verse than
Yeah,
like performing in front of a phone camera, for example, and just
yeah,
you know what I mean.
it's definitely performing. It's still nothing like it. It's still a good time,
Right.
like when it's a dope
The
crowd.
same for DJing. I know it's just like
Right. Oh, yeah,
like you get people dancing, then you're rocking the crowd, right? But then
yeah. It's
like
definitely
and in IG you just see people talking. It's just like
you
okay,
get likes on the side of your, you know what I mean? The side of your hearts and likes and stuff at the side of your screen. That's about what you get.
word.
But yeah, the live performance is dope, but it's not like my phone was ringing off the hook before Corona. So,
Right, right,
you know
right.
what I mean?
Nah, that's what's up. That's real talk right there, man. Who knows? Your phone might blow up after this. Like, yo, we need you
Word.
in Canada or something. You know.
Word up. Yeah, I'm here. Always been here. So, whatever fads or whatever is cracking, I'm here. And at least I
Right,
can say
right.
that. Like, I never compromised my stuff. I never, sold out or whatever.
Never
So,
sold
like,
out.
I you know, never had a
So
chance to sell out. So, but, you know what I
right,
mean? But I'm here and I'm going to just keep doing what I'm doing. Like, whether I get a big joint, whether, whatever. I'm just still, you know what I mean? Because the situations is whack. Like, we all know,
yeah,
we as an artist, everything else is whack. Like, you do your music, you do your art, but then everything else that goes with it is corny. You know what I
corny.
mean?
Yeah,
So, you know, as long as you stay tapped into where you focused at and you love to do it, you know, it's easier to maneuver, when you got that. Like, I'm not here for this. I'm here because I'm an artist. Like, but you want to get what you deserve, though.
yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like, you
Definitely.
don't want to get got. You know what I mean? People take advantage of people. So, that's why I'm more introvert now. I don't, I work with Jay Sinai, but like, I don't work with a lot of people. It's more, if you listen to my albums the last couple years, it's less and less features. You know what I mean?
Right.
Because I gotta narrow it down and get myself together. You know what I mean? So that's what it's been about the past couple years.
That's that's dope, man. That's real dope. So what's next for you?
I got the Sunny Jim joint. Shout out to Sunny Jim. That's coming out. Actually, you can go on the band on Sunny Jim's Bandcamp right now and listen to it right now. Shout out to the UK. Big respect. International. We out here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? The Sunny Jim joint is out. It's called a joint venture. Sunny Jim, Kev Brown. I did all the beats. I kick a verse on one joint. Um, and the beats is tight. Like, he picked some tight joints. Like, he picked beats that a lot of other people didn't pick. So
Right.
his ear, if you know who Sunny Jim is, you know that he has a very good ear for beats. He make beats and he rhyme, and he was involved in beat showcases and stuff over in the UK. He like a legend over there. You know what I mean? So um, it's a good thing. You know what I mean? And it's on coming out. It's on Dope Records. The vinyl is coming soon, and I'm sure it's gonna be some gourmet limited stuff. So hurry up! Don't get mad at me when you don't get your copy. Everybody out there, because that's what happened with the Straight from the Pack stuff. It was only 300 copies made, and I didn't even get 10 copies of each. It's like a color vine, you know what I mean? It's 3 different color joints, and
Right.
it was all over the place. So I didn't even, I got copies, but I don't even want to sell mine because they're not going to make anymore. You know what I mean? Of this particular batch, it's different colors. It's another batch coming, but it's
Right.
not this batch. You know what I mean? It was numbered. They got stickers on them. It's all special. It's Comic
Wow.
Con collector's item. You know what I
Yeah,
mean? So,
yeah. Nah, you gotta hop on that then, Make sure
yeah,
you get it when
yeah,
they
man.
say it's out, it's out.
Yeah, it's not like, it's not like this ain't Def Jam. Cats ain't pressing up a million copies. Like,
Right.
it's limited, Jack. We only,
Limited and it's vinyl and it's numbered. That's great.
well,
That's gonna be worth like $1 million,
yeah,
one
it's
day.
already one on Discogs for like $200.
See? That's it.
So,
People just gotta catch
it's,
it. Where can people find you on social media?
well, I'm on here. I'm on IG, and also I'm on Twitter, Kev Brown. You type in Kev Brown with a 0 instead of the O, because somebody else has Kev Brown. And I'm not on Facebook. I'm on YouTube. You check my YouTube channel out. Got
Definitely.
some videos and stuff up there. Um, That's about it. You know what I mean? I'm
And
not
where
really
can people
crazy.
find where can people purchase your music and merch? You got merch, right?
Definitely got the merch and stuff going on. The music, you know, check my music out at Bandcamp. A lot of my catalog is on KevBrown.bandcamp.com. And
Mm-hmm.
what else? My website. I got a website. It's officialkevbrown.com. And you get a t-shirt. You know what I mean? I got t-shirts. I got vinyl. I autographed the vinyl to mail it out. Um, Socks. You know what I mean? It's merchandise all on the website. Um, you know, instead of like somebody, you know, people can download your music all day, but
Right.
they can't download it. They can't download a T-shirt. They can't download a, you know
No.
what I mean? Like a, you know what I mean? A hoodie. You can't download that. You
That
gotta pay for money. You know what I mean?
they can they can reprint it. No, I'm just kidding.
Well, yeah, they can straight jacket. You
They
know what I
can
mean?
try.
People can bootleg your stuff all day, but
Yeah, yeah.
that's the harder work than just like snatching an MP3 and downloading it. So you working real
Exactly.
hard if you bootlegging my hoodies.
Right.
Word,
Yo, thank you very much, man. This has been a great interview, and
word up.
I'm glad we went through your journey, and it's a lot of dope music, a lot of low budget. Just you made things happen, and it's important for
Thanks, man.
people to hear your story. You know what I'm saying? Coming from the DMV, um,
Word up. Big
you know
thanks, man. So,
that's why we do
I
these
see
fresh
Wild Child
combos.
here. I see Wild Child there on the comments. Big respect. Loot
Word,
Pack. That's right.
loop pack.
Um,
Word.
you know what I
That's
mean?
what's
Big
up,
respect.
man. Yes,
And
and
shout out to everybody in the comments. Word up.
make sure you go to www.amphibians.com, AMPHBNS. We got the merch too. That's our logo right there.
Blah.
And we got new music coming out. We got so I mean we've been keeping busy. Very hard times,
Yeah, man.
like you said, it is. But
Yeah.
we just got to make it work. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Got to
man. That's
definitely
it.
make it work. And I'll be seeing you out there soon because I'm actually moving to DC in July. So
Okay.
I'll be back around
Summertime.
the hood.
Word up. Coming out here in the summertime. You
Word.
trying to live wildlife, huh?
Yeah, man. Coming back.
Summertime.
But
Summertime in the city.
but on that note, all right. So next week we got Tony Blackman. So that'll be dope on Wednesday.
Yeah.
Here Wednesday. So peace out. And also check out all of Kev Brown's music, website, and everything, man. It's
Word
definitely
up.
good
Big respect,
talking to you,
Joe.
brother.
Good talking to
All
you,
right.
man. Word up. Stay safe out here.
Peace.
Peace, 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 peace.